around fall last year, we had decided that we wanted to bring something to the county. And obviously Zaleski is in a huge need of, convenience here. Unfortunately, they have to travel to Nelsonville, Athens, MacArthur, which can be a further drive when they could just go up the road and get something. So we knew that this building was available. We knew who to contact. It is family of mine, so we were able to contact them. It was around November last year, and we were able to get the funds from a gracious family member to help us buy the building in order for us to start working on it. And it was like around November 7th, I do believe. We actually kept running a bunch of different names. We thought about keeping the Zaleski Tavern. We thought about the Zaleski Market. John kept saying a bunch of different names, and then finally he said, "How about the Moonville Market?" And I said, "Yep, that's it. That is the name."
Yeah, we just wanted to kind of play on the marketability and popularity of the Moonville Tunnel, and so that's why we decided to go with that.
And we knew that that was the perfect logo. It shows the lantern of Moonville, which is a huge story that a lot of people know around here. We're going to be selling hats. We'll be selling water canisters. We have these really neat little coffee mugs for any of the people that want to come and camp and things like that. So we're going to be offering a lot of convenience items. So anything that you would find at your local gas station minus the gas. So that's your milk, your eggs, all those food products, things like that. But we're also going to be offering things and more convenience for people who are coming here to fish. So we'll have live bait, we'll have fishing lures, things like that. We're also going to have things for all your hikers. So anything that they're going to need to go hiking, anything that people may need to go hunting as well, because you do have a lot of people that's coming here for those types of things as well. We're also offering anybody who's local and they're making local products to bring those in, and they're able to rent a shelf so that they can sell their products. We have people like Wolf Ranch. They're going to be bringing in a lot of fresh fruit, fresh vegetables. They have eggs, things like that. We have people who are bringing in fresh meat. They'll have their own little meat place for people to get pork, chicken, cow, all of that. So I'm pretty excited about that.
Yeah, so whenever we purchased the building, it had sat vacant for about 10 years or so. And so as you can imagine, the place had been occupied by a family of raccoons and what God knows whatever else was living in here. But it was a mess, and we started from the beginning, just cleaning everything out and tore out the old bar. But we're trying to keep the building itself as original as possible. And the building is, what was it, 105
years old.
105-year-old building, and we found all kinds of really cool stuff historically from the bar and people that had been here in the past. So it's been a pretty neat process.
Yep, we're restoring all the old floors. We're going to keep all of those. We're restoring. There's actually an upstairs here. We're going to end up restoring that eventually at some point during the summer for people to come and stay there as an Airbnb. But we're trying to keep as much as we can with the walls and the paneling and all of that. I would say my favorite part of this experience so far is where my grandma owned this bar back in the 90s and early 2000s. There was things that was kind of hidden with her name on it, or even a little jewelry box that was found, and just finding that and seeing that almost kind of like a sign, like you're doing the right thing, you're where you're supposed to be. That to me was pretty neat.
Probably my favorite part so far, it has just been finding all the neat things over the course of our renovations, like the old cabinets and stuff just had so much old stuff, and we found newspaper from the 1950s that they had used as, I'm assuming, insulation or something to coat all the flooring with in the building way back when, and that stuff's been pretty cool.
So what we're most excited for, I think we could both agree on this, is being able to bring the convenience back to Zaleski. This was supposed to be the booming place in Benton County. We do see a lot of people are coming here to visit more of the Moonville Tunnel, Lake Hope area, and all of that. So we're really hoping to bring that convenience, not only for the community, but everybody that does come here to, to visit and see how beautiful our county really is. So just the excitement of being a part of, growing Benton County. Yeah, we've been really blessed having the people here in Zaleski, the community itself. We've had multiple people come and help us restore things. We've had multiple people come in and help us, work on fixing up the bathrooms or fixing up the walls, fixing up the ceilings. We do have local people helping us hang up all the stuff on the outside to restore the outside as well. So it's been really nice having the community really come in and say, hey, what can we do to help you with all this?
And I think the one thing that has been kind of reassuring when we began this journey, pretty much every weekend that we're over here working, somebody will stop, and typically it's an out-of-towner that they'll stop and like, where's the nearest convenience store? Where's the nearest place I can get, something to eat? And that's been pretty cool. So it's been reassuring to us that we are, doing the right thing and bringing something to the community, because there's just pretty dying or growing need here, and the growth of tourism in the area has been huge, and we hope to capitalize on that and be successful.
You can find information on our Facebook page. You can find us under Moonville Market. You can also send us an email if you have any questions. We're moonvillemarketllc@gmail.com.